Hi, welcome to another 2-minute tip. In this tip we're going to look at slash chords. Now I've seen a lot of questions online about these recently. A slash chord is where you get a letter name or a chord name and then a slash and then another letter name. And some people think, oh crikey, is that half a bar of one chord and half a bar of another, or is it somehow two chords at the same time? It's neither of those things. This is what it is. You have a chord, then a slash, and then a note. And the note after the slash is indicating which note should be the lowest pitch note that we hear. It's an indication as to which note is in the bass register. Now, if you're playing a ukulele, we haven't really got much of a bass register, though we can still do these chords, and I'll show you in a moment. But if you're playing a piano, it's what your left hand is going to be playing, that particular note. If you're playing in a group of people, maybe the bass player would take that note and everyone else would play the chord. There are two kinds of slash chord. One of them is where the note after the slash is already in the chord. So you might see C/E, and that's a C chord with an E as the lowest note. But there's already an E in a C chord, so it's not going to change the chord fundamentally, it's just going to change the bass note. The other kind is where the note after the slash does not belong in the chord and actually helps create a bigger chord. That could be something like C/B. Now there's no B in a C chord, but if we added a B to a C chord, it would become a C major 7. These are things that you'll often hear on things like records by the Beatles. The Beatles were great at doing this. You know, John and George would strum a chord on the guitar, but Paul would put a rather interesting note or as part of a run of notes under those chords and make those chords into more complicated chords. Let's see some common ones that happen. You might see C followed by C/B. Well, we can't play a B in the bass, but we can add that note that doesn't already exist in the chord at the 2nd fret instead of the 3rd fret. C major 7. We could then have a C/B flat, which would be a C7 effectively. And then we might go to an F chord. Now, even though that's not happening in the bass, we would still get this. So we can get the essence of it, even though we haven't got a bass player. Though, of course, if you're in a club with a bass player, they should really watch out for the slash chords and make sure that they are playing the note after the slash and not just the note that the chord is named after. I hope this has cleared it up, and I'll see you again soon for another 2-minute tip. Bye!